What's going on? Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of this amazing vlog. And this vlog is probably actually going to take place over the course of like 2 days or 3 days. But the reason for that, I'm just like walking around. I was going to take a shower, but I'll wait till I finish this. I want to talk about something that I hope helps some people. Let me set this down. Let me move this across stick. Alright. So, I want to talk about something that I'm about to do, and I'm extremely nervous about doing it. But I've thought like long and hard over the past week especially, and I think that, it's what I have to do. And that is putting in my 2 weeks at the job that I work at right now. You've heard me in other videos say I work at Sprint, I sell phones, and I think that it is time to move on to the next step in life, and fully go 100% in on real estate. And it's scary. It's a scary thought. It's like I'm anxious about it, and it's been on my mind like heavily over the last week. But I'm 22 years old, and right now I don't have a family. I don't have kids. I don't have tremendous amount of bills. I don't have tremendous amount of responsibility. So now is the time to take the risk. And the scary part is, you don't know when, with real estate, especially being new, you don't know when you're going to get paid next. You don't know when your next check is going to come in. You don't know any of that, because you get up every single day and you go to work and you go and you try and you do what you have to do to generate leads and to distinguish you from the other people in your field so that people will want to work with you and build yourself a brand, a reputation for business. And I think over the last week, what I've mainly been thinking about is the money factor, and thinking long and hard on, can I go a couple months without getting a check? Like, can I do that? And the more I thought about it, it's February. I'll be getting my tax returns from my job. I'll be getting some money back from school. And on top of that, I do have some investments. I have some stocks that if I had to, I could use some of that just to, keep myself afloat until I really get off the ground and going. But having a job alongside with doing real estate to keep myself afloat is just not going to work. And, within the last month or so, because every day I'm doing real estate, whether it's before I go to Sprint, whether I'm off from Sprint and I do it the whole entire day, or whether I'm showing houses on my lunch break or before work. And it's getting to the point where real estate and Sprint are clashing. They're clashing on a day-to-day basis. And it's not fair to my employer that I'm not coming in anymore and I'm not putting in all of that effort, because I can't operate at 200% every single day. Like 100% in real estate and 100% at Sprint. Like, it just doesn't work. And unfortunately, real estate's what I want to do. Like, I love doing real estate. I really do. Like, I've never had a job where I felt like every single day is just a new adventure. Like, you never know. You don't know what's going to happen. And like, that factor, for me at least, I love that. I love I almost love the uncertainty of it, because it's a challenge and it's something different every single day. And I just can't keep juggling both things. So I am gonna put my 2 weeks in, and I wanted to talk about it because I don't know, maybe someone else out there watching this is in a similar position. They're doing something that they used to love to do and now they don't love it anymore. Or maybe they have their real estate license, or they want to go do a career or profession that involves them eventually quitting their job right now. And I want to let you guys know that, especially if you're younger, if you're not younger, this still applies to you. If you want something in life, like if you have an end goal of something that you want to do, like what you do, you should be happy to do it every single day. Like, yeah, there might be parts of it that suck or like are hard or challenging or, whatever, but you should still love to do it. You shouldn't dread. If you're dreading getting up and going to work, like 6 out of the 7 days of the week, then you're not in the right profession. And it's a hard pill to swallow because, like I said, it's scary not knowing. Like, it's scary to quit a job where you're getting paid and then go do something where you might not be guaranteed a check until you actually perform and sell something, because it's all on you now. It's not on your employer to pay you just for coming in and punching in every day. And I just want to talk about it because I want people to realize that you can do it. Like, you can do it. You're going to watch me do it over the entire rest of this channel. You're going to watch me do it from this point where I just declared I'm going to go put my 2 weeks in. And I am. Yes, guys, I'm super, super, anxious, and I'm afraid about it. I am. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you because I don't know when I'm going to get paid. But I did think about it, and I did time it to where I will have some tax returns. I do have some money. If I have to use it like an emergency, I can. And being that I'm 22, I don't have a lot of responsibilities right now. I don't have any kids or anything like that. And it is the perfect time of year to do this. I think I'd be a fool if I didn't do it right now. Like, if I waited till the summertime, I wouldn't have tax returns. I wouldn't have any of that. I wouldn't have anything to be a buffer. But I think it's time to put your back against a wall, because there's a saying that at your weakest, you're actually your strongest, or something along those lines. And I believe that. I believe that when you're in a position where you have to perform, it's either perform or be dead broke. It shows who you are, it shows your character, and it shows you show yourself what you're actually capable of in those positions. Because it's a fine line. You're either going to crack and you're going to go worse, or you're going to go the complete opposite direction and you're going to kick ass and you're going to do amazing. And that's what I've just been thinking about over the last week is, when I do this, I'm not just going to go in and be I'm putting my 2 weeks in, bye. And I don't want to hurt you. Honestly, the job that I have right now, it's the longest job I've ever had. It was 2 years, 2.5 years, honestly. Almost 3 years I've been at this job. And I've been, invited to manager events. I've been invited to award ceremonies for my sales and for my performance. And it's going to be hard because a lot of the people I work with, I've come to really be friends with and even build relationships outside of work with. So it's definitely, we're kind of all like a family. And that's another part that I've thought about, and it's going to be tough, but you have to do what you have to do. And that goes for any of you out there. Anyone that's watching this, if you're in this similar situation and you want to go try something else, or you want to start doing something that you actually think you're going to love, but you're at a job right now that's paying you and you're afraid of not having the income, take a step back, think about a game plan. Think about maybe by the time you realize you want to do this for real, maybe it's not tax return season, but think about maybe you can put some money aside from every check and, build a little reserve for when you do finally put your 2 weeks in or quit your current job. And I'm not telling people to go quit their current job. If you love what you're doing, then do it, because that's the whole purpose of what I just said. If you love it and you wake up excited every day, or pretty much 90% of the time to go to work, then that's what you should be doing. But if you're not happy with it and you're not feeling that every single day and you're like, oh my God, screw this, I don't want to go to work today, then it's probably the wrong thing. It's probably not the right thing. And you only, as far as I know, you have one life. So why would you waste it doing something that you absolutely hate? And I'm not saying I hate my job right now. I'm just saying that I found what I truly love. I'm not saying I hate the job I'm at. I'm saying that I found the profession, the career that I want to go down, because I love it, and it's an adventure every single day, and the kind of person I am, that's what I like. Honestly, I get bored with, and I think that's been my issue with, just corporate jobs, is I get bored, because it's just the same thing. It becomes the same thing every single day. But with real estate, it's like every day is a new challenge. Every day is a new adventure. And sometimes they're good adventures, sometimes they're bad adventures. But the point is, it's always changing. So I wanted to make this video because I wanted to let you guys know, if you're in this situation, like, you can do it, but do it smart. You know, think about it. I've probably been thinking about this really heavily. I've been thinking about this since I got my license, like a couple months ago. But honestly, over the last 2 weeks, I've really thought about this. And I've really thought about it because I didn't want to jump too soon. I didn't want to make the wrong decision. And everyone else also, like, pretty much everyone else in my life is telling me not to do this. But the way I look at it is the only reason I wouldn't do this is because I don't believe in myself. And that goes for anyone. The only reason you're not going to take that next leap is because you have a false faith in yourself. You don't believe in yourself that you can actually do it. But if you do, and you all should believe in yourself. And if you find that belief in yourself, then you can go and you can do whatever it is you have to do. It might be scary and it might be you might get super anxious about it. You might be like petrified. But you got to take the leap eventually. And it's better. Why not take it when you're younger? This doesn't exclude. If you're not 22 and you're watching this, you're still on this earth. You're still breathing, so go do it. If you want to do it, if you're 40, if you're 30, like, and you hate what you're doing, create a plan and then get out of it. Create a plan and then find and jump and go into what you actually love, what you wake up every morning and you want to do. That's what I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I might put another segment on here after I put my 2 weeks in, or I might just make a whole nother video because this is like 11 minutes already, and I'm trying not to make like super long videos because it loses people's focus. But I hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions and like you want to personally reach out to me, if you like are in a similar situation or you're at something and you're doing something that you absolutely hate and you want someone's positive like opinion on it, and everyone else in life is telling you no, because everyone else is like, no, don't do it, like you're gonna like not, how are you gonna get paid? But I have to do what's right for me, and you're the only person who knows what's right, truly right for you. So if anyone has any questions, like, reach out to me. I'll put my number down below. It'll be completely anonymous. If you guys have any questions or you just need like an opinion on something, just reach out to me, and I love talking to people about it. I've had people reach out to me on Instagram, and if you have any questions, you know, I'm here to talk about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like, subscribe, share it with someone you think would love to hear this, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Good morning, everybody. I was going to end the video yesterday. I told you, though, it might span into a day or two. But before I go any further, I do want to just put this out there for anyone that is watching this. I'm not making this video to be like, oh, hey, look at me, I'm going and I'm quitting my job, I'm putting my 2 weeks in. I'm making this video because this isn't something that's easy. It's not easy for me, and it's not easy, and I know there's going to be someone out there at some point in time who's going to watch this video, and it's going to relate to them, and that's why I'm making this video. I'm not making it to be like, look at me, I'm quitting my job. Like, absolutely not. So, for anyone that got that idea, that is not the point of this video. The point of this video is because I know someone else is going to go through the same exact thing, and there's probably people out there watching this who feel the same way. Maybe there's something they want to do that they want to pursue, and they're afraid to take that leap and quit their 9 to 5. And with that being said, today is the day that I'm going and doing that. You know, I'm cutting the cord and I'm going full-time real estate. And like I said yesterday, it's scary. It's everyone's scared of the unknown. And this is a situation where, you know, I don't know what's going to happen. But what I do know is that I'm going to work as hard as I can every single day and not look back. That's what I know for sure. That's what I can control about this situation. I can control the amount of time that I put in. And if I can structure my day every single day to get up, to go to the office, to make appointments, to cold call, to advertise, to promote myself, to prospect, that I can and I will go and I will do great business. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen fast. But it will happen, and it will be something that, just like all of these listings and all of these buyers that I have met and turned into deals that are now evolving into transactions, consistency and persistence was what got me to where I am right now. And I'm still at the beginning of this journey. But the key players to getting the business that I've gotten in this month and a half since I've had my license have been solely off of being consistent, being persistent, and following up with every single person that I meet and have met through open houses, through prospecting, through cold calls, through any of that. And that's the same attitude that I'm going to carry for the rest of my career. Because it's something early on that I realized, being, for example, a real estate agent, yes, you work with another broker, but you are your own business. You are your own brand. No one is telling you to show up at the office every day. No one is telling you to come in at a certain time or leave at a certain time. That's all on you. So what you have to realize very quickly is you have to be the one to do it for yourself. No one else is going to do it for you. And that's something that very quickly I learned, and being consistent and being persistent with what you do and following up is not only just important in real estate, it's important in your entire life. And unfortunately, I didn't learn that until now, until real estate, until I was the face of me. Like at a job, you're working for someone else. You are the face. A job's employees are the face of the company. When you are by yourself and you are an independent contractor, for example, you are the face of you. There is no buffer. There is no nothing. If you screw up, it is on you. It is on nobody else. It is magnified because it's you. You're by yourself. Like my signs that I have, my sales signs for properties, they say my name on it. Yes, they say the company and the broker that I work with, but they have my name. They have my number. So if something goes wrong and something gets messed up, it's on me. So that's where, I learned very fast. I have to approach this a completely different way. I have to approach this being absolutely as professional as I possibly can. The bad habits that I had when I did work a 9-to-5, and that a lot of people have, is that after a while, when you first start at a job, you're like, oh, this is awesome, it's new. But after a while, you realize what you can get away with. And then I don't want to speak for everyone, but a lot of us, at one point or another, you realize what you can get away with, and you kind of start to try to bend the rules. And, everyone's guilty of it in one way, shape, or form. And when you're by yourself and you're working for yourself only, and you're solely responsible for the production that you have, you view it differently because you can't pull one over on anyone. You can't pull one over and, you can't just be lazy and be like, oh, well, I'm just going to, I'm tired today. I'm just going to, I'm not going to sell. I'm just going to, ride the clock and get hourly pay. You can't do that. If you want to have a lazy day, you just played yourself. You played nobody else. Your broker doesn't care that you didn't perform. Yeah, the broker gets a cut of what you make, but at the end of the day, you're the one that's not going to have any money to pay your bills. So that's where the persistence and the consistency, that is the bricks, that is the mortar, the cement, whatever you want to call it, the foundation for the rest of my career that I will carry, because I learned very early on that that's what it takes to drum up clientele. And being a young real estate agent, being 22 years old in a county of realtors where a lot of people are middle-aged and they're very seasoned, they're very experienced, you have to have your P's and Q's, because you have to be why should you work with me? Why should you work with a 22-year-old Liam who just got his license over John with so-and-so who has been doing it forever? Why? And you have to give them the reasons why. You have to give them the details why. And that's just what I wanted to talk about this morning. And I'm almost into work, so I'm gonna go, sit down and talk with my management, and obviously let them know what's going on. I have a letter that I made, and I'm doing this as professional and as nice, and as I don't want to burn any bridges. I don't want to cause any drama. I want this to be a good ending, and I want it to end like it started, with positivity, optimism, and everything in between. So I wanted to come to you guys this morning and let you guys know what was going on, and this will be the end of this vlog. I will come back and recap in a couple days. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. If anyone has any questions about any of this, reach out to me. If you are going through something similar and you need some advice, reach out to me. I'm always willing to talk to people. Like, subscribe, share, and I hope you guys have an amazing day.